Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you my mom's first laptop ever. So, you guys are wondering what is this laptop and why does it look so bulky, and let me introduce you. This laptop was released in 2012 and it is the EliteBook 80 8460p and it's released in 2012. This thing has got a 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, an Intel Core i5 second generation. The code name is Sandy Bridge, and the CPU, formally named CPU, is i5 2520 and this thing is can holds up some tasks today. Like, you can watch my video on YouTube channel just 4 gigabytes of RAM, and you can watch it on full HD without any problems. And this thing's I got an SSD that I recently upgraded into an SSD because it's the first original is it's using an HDD, so I think it's kind of slow for today. Now, let's take a look the part inside before we begin to test some games. So today we're just testing two games, Roblox and GTA 5. So the system is built for testing the UEFI firmware from back 2012. So it is not official support UEFI firmware. Now, let's take a deep part inside before we begin to test some game. So, some guy, so you guys will wondering where is the battery. So, the original battery was broken and it didn't charge. It's broke, and I've talked to my mom to change it, but she didn't want to change it. So we just plug the power and use. So this thing still got the original adapter from 2012. Now, deep part of inside. So you can see here it's still rocking a 4 gigabytes RAM, but it didn't support 6 or 8 gigabytes, and even I updated firmware BIOS to 2018 BIOS. It just only supports 4 gigabytes the max, and this thing is HP Elite uh 80 8460p, and it's kind of old, and some of you guys will wonder how does it still holds up in 2025. So let's see. All right, the first test is the boot up test. So how does this thing still holds up? So you can see it can like flips up one hand. Now let's try to do boot up test. So I recently installed Windows 11 Ghost Fracture Superlight for this machine. So you can see here, there's a fan, really noise fan sound. And the speaker is broken also. And uh, you can see it's pretty laggy, but it didn't lag at all. And alright, now before that, we can check the CPU. So I can literally just using the touchpad like this, but I don't want it. I just want to use the mouse. Now, the CPU code name. Yeah, you can see here it's using an Intel Core 3 um, 2520M, and the CPU code name is Sandy Bridge. The max TDP is 35 watts, kinda power hungry, huh? And socket is 9080 988 RPGA, stand for pins. And recently I just see it jumps to 1.2 volts, and the technology is 32 nanometers, two cores, four threads, not not bad, huh? And the motherboard, just update the BIOS to 2018, and the graphics is Intel HD graphics 3000. I'm sorry. Memory is 4 gigabytes DDR3 single channel, and it's still rocking 600 points after, like, I think 13 years later. After 13 years, this thing's still rocking 600 points. Multi-threads and single threads is kinda strong. 234.1 um, points, and I think it's like will it will the performance can, mm, like can stand off the Intel Pentium G G3 G324, and you can see here it's stronger than the Intel Core 2 Duo E50. Still a monster until today. Now let's test some Cinebench to see how does it holds up the graphics card and the CPU until today. So for Cinebench R15, my goal is to beat this Intel Core i3 Core i5 third generation, or if I can't, I I think I will. My goal is to beat this i7 mm, um 3080 40 QM, and if can't, my goal is just to beat the Intel Core i3 3217U CPU. So for the test, I've also turned on SPACY to measure the temperature of the test. Now let's begin. For CPU test, I will run it full speed. So I'll speed up this progress to see. Now for Cinebench R15, I'll have SPACY to measure the temperature. So I finally managed to beat the Intel Core i5 3317U CPU, and I'm tech ahead of it, but I can beat this i7 3080 40 QM CPU. So, no problem. And now the OpenGL test. For stress testing the Intel HD 3000 graphics. So these things doesn't give us a single point. So the back of the benchmark of OpenGL, I think it just only about 3 to 4 FPS because the frame is lagging like crazy, and I think it is just only take about 3 to 4 FPS of the benchmark. Now, let's begin the real games testing. So for Roblox, lowest settings as possible, like maximum frame rate to 40, graphics quality manual, but I want to change this into 60. So for Roblox, lowest settings as possible, um, 130 60 by 136 by 7 by 768, and for a resolution screen you can see here it's like 30 to 40 fps. But now let's have a real quick test. Now I will run test of this game for this laptop running test. So this game name is Gunfire Arena. So you can see here because of the sound quality is kind of bad here sound. Because of the perform and I'm using the game turbo mode for Ghost Spectre game turbo mode in Ghost Spectre, so it's gonna squeeze the laptop to the max. And I've run the MSI Afterburner in the background, but I think because Roblox has got anti-cheat, so I can't get the display here. So you can see here, it's the game turbo mode absolutely push this CPU to its limits. About your If you remember, this CPU contains 35 watts. So if you remember this CPU holds up to 35 watts and 1.2 volts voltage. Because I'm recording and play, because I'm recording and playing, this thing is kind of hard to play. So we will begin the next part later. Because I'm recording and playing, so this thing is kind of hard to play at this moment. Alright, I see a lot of target here. Alright, so we will begin the next part. Now, for light tasks like reading the article, watching YouTube channel, and basic things like Google Chrome. First, like now we're gonna test. So for opening Google Chrome, I'm gonna count 1, 2. Okay, just only take 2 or 2.5 seconds. Now let me go to the Vietnam articles. Like um, so I will try. I will visit the Vietnam article. So you can see here it's mm, pretty fast. It's reading pretty fast and not laggy at all. even I rapidly change it to the uh, even I change it fast. Now how about YouTube? So playing my no I mean playing the 4K video of nature. So I suggest to you playing this thing into suggest to play this thing just only HD, not 4K, because these things did can't hold up to HD, or I think it can hold up to 1040p. So my mom asked me to install app blocker, so I just installed it to her. And you can see here its quality is pretty good. I have this screen, this IPS LCD screen is pretty good after even 13 years of produce product it. So you can see here there's two lines, purple and green here, but it doesn't matter at all. So even I seeking really fast like this, it's just only take about 2 or 3 seconds to load, and I would try to run it into 2K, or it's called 1040 40p. So you can see here it only takes 4 or 5 seconds to load in 2K, and it's pretty struggling to. It's a little bit. I think it's a little bit struggling to play at this 2K resolution. Like even let me try to seeking it here. All right. Now even try to seeking it to almost the end of video. You can see it's a little bit struggling to run at 2K, but it still finally managed it. I wonder how is it perform in 4K. Right, it's the frame. I think it's got the frame drops, but I think it's doing the best in um HD and 2K. So its best is, I think it is HD and 2K. So you can watch video YouTube channel. I recommend it if you're having this laptop. Also, you should play it into HD. Is the recommend. How about playing my YouTube channel? So you can see here my latest video is install macOS Tahoe Beta 3. So if you want to install macOS Tahoe Beta 3, you can install visit my channel and then watch it. I'll play it first. And if even I seeking to this point, it's respond pretty fast. Like I want to skip it almost the end, so you can see here it's seeking pretty fast. So there are some storms out of my local location. So now this is the end of the video. So if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click on the like, sub, shares button and watch my new video. And now, goodbye.